Good morning, sunshine, or good afternoon, or good evening, or good middle of the morning, good morrow. This is for the collective, and it's for Thursday, the 6th of December. Maybe I put in the date wrong, but I will correct it right after this. But this is a collective reading for Thursday, December 6th, 2018, and getting ready for the weekend. Hey, Danny. I'm glad that you are home, glad you made it safe, glad you had a positive flight. Guys, if you're just chiming in, this is the live reading event, and if you hang out to the end, I'll give you your own personal projection. Hi, Matthew. So I want to see where the reading was going to head, and well, I've been having a lot of fun doing that. Today I did the live reading event for the midweek projection with Zen Rose Garden, so if you haven't checked them out yet, check it out. That'll be in the description. All right, so what I open up the reading with is Angel Therapy Oracle cards, Doreen Virtue, classic, of course, and I am expanding my decks. I'm currently reviewing 6 of them right now because, well, God forbid I do one at a time. But I absolutely love it. It is one of my passions, and I've been reading for people for over 20 years. So if you're new to my channel, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, and hang out to the end, and also see how this channel is going to expand. What came out for the reading to kick it off was Goddess. Again, don't get hung up on names. This is just basic titles, and what's real is how the cards marry together as meaning. You are a powerful light worker, Earth Angel, and Base Chakra. This is talking about how you reflect on yourself and how you speak about yourself and your surroundings, your engagement in 114. Oh yeah, thank you, Danny. I know, it's awesome. I'm really excited. How you speak about yourself, how you speak about your situation, your finances, your careers, your general surroundings, it all mirrors back to you almost immediately. You can see the change. And actually, I was watching a video. I like educational videos. I'm not one for TV or movies anymore. I used to watch a lot of it. But anyway, I was watching this video recently, and it was a test that was done in an elementary school, I think. I think it was elementary school, and it was having isolated plants, and there was kids who were bullying one plant and praising another, and over the weeks you saw one plant, the bully plant, start to die off, and the praised plants start to come to this great bloom phase. So that also speaks to how we speak about ourselves. If you speak down about yourself, if you are constantly apologizing for your existence, first off, stop it. And I am guilty. I still do it to this day. It's something to be very mindful of. Don't apologize for your existence. Speak highly of yourself. Don't ever speak bad about yourself. So that is something that you are being taught with right now. Yes, Danny, it was detrimental to everything. But it does talk about how you talk about yourself and how you speak things into action. So if you are constantly apologizing for yourself as a person and for your finances, or if you have any sort of God, what am I meaning to say? If you talk down about any aspect of yourself, you are quick to see that reflected back to you. So only speak highly of yourself and your situation. That's wonderful of you, Danny. So embrace your intuition and your nurturing qualities. This is talking very strongly about if you have a hunch about something, if you have a feeling about something, or you should be going a certain direction, don't second guess it. Don't second guess it out of fear. Follow it. It is leading you down to where you are meant to go. And first and foremost, you are here to show what unbridled and what unconditional love looks like. So as you go through life, as you break through these barriers and these walls that you have in yourself against unconditional love, you'll be able to display that and teach that to others, because people learn by watching you. Even though you are not seeing it in that moment, people are seeing how you are, and it is giving them inspiration. You are an inspirational person, and I don't mean it in the grand scale. It doesn't have to mean that. I'm not saying you are this huge it's not like the Truman Show is what I mean to say. So but but people are seeing you and seeing that as inspiration, and they use it in their lives. So speak highly, move forward in your truth, and show what love genuinely is without fear, without bias. And let's see, with this, okay, you're teaching about love and bringing blessings and loving service to the divine. You are a bridge between the basic and the divine. So again, be very open and honest and following your truth, and you're not second guessing it. Don't talk down about yourself. I hope that made sense. I've been talking that around in circles right now, so for that I apologize, but I genuinely mean it. Don't talk crap about yourself. Speak highly of yourself and your situation so it can bloom. There we go. That was basically said. All right, next I want daily guidance from the angels. And guys, if you're on Facebook, I did the live reading this morning with the Badass Development Center. So that, again, is going to be in the description. Those are evergreen classes, and it follows into the Zen Rose Garden Global. But I did the midweek projection moving forward. So the reason why I say that is because of the content of the reading today. It was actually really in depth. I didn't expect it. The whole entire reading lasted about a half hour, and I don't assume this to last any less. It's just how it goes with the collective and how it's for a broader spectrum of time that might hit home to you on some various levels. That is something to investigate. It's a free group, the Badass Development Center, with a metaphysical twist. It's free. Check it out, and you're going to love the people and the teachers' classes. Anyway, so from daily guidance from the angels, we have what do you desire? Ground yourself, acceptance. There's nothing to worry about in play. This actually, I think, came out in a previous reading, but it's coming out again, so it's really reinforcement of, well, you'll see. What do you desire? Be very clear in black and white what it is that you want and moving forward. So you have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desire. Once you clearly decide upon your true desire and know that you are ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. This is being in the flow state, being in non-resistance, non-attachment, and that is a really hard thing to learn to actually open yourself up to, because we are taught from the get-go, and this is by, not putting the blame on everyone else, but this has been a constant recycling through the generations, that if you are constantly wanting and desiring, it must mean something bad and something selfish. But in the lighter side of selfishness, to be selfish is to know yourself and to know your worth and know what you want and to simply be open and accepting to it. To be selfish is to be wanting everything inside at the detriment of others. So those are the two different ways to look at it. Look at it through the lighter side, to know yourself, know you're deserving, and it's not at the cost of anyone else's benefits. So I hope that made sense. You've been doing a lot of inner work right now, and you still have to plow forward and do it without worry, without hesitation. But again, in the same breath, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So make sure that you incorporate fun into this. You can't keep forging on ahead without a stop, without taking a breath, without getting accustomed to the situation, or accustomed to the situation, then leveling up. There has to be a build up, pause, build up, pause, build up, pause. That is part of the growth. You have to be in a situation, or it is really good to be in a situation, feel it out, get comfortable, and then break through that next barrier to move forward. So again, I hope that made sense, and go out and have fun. Again, you've been doing so much internal work, and we are all doing it on different scales. It is a general theme that we are doing all this internal work. But again, your storyline's going to be different, because there's almost 8 billion people in the world. It would be crazy if you and this one person had identical stories. You guys have two different perceptions of the world. Own it. I almost want to say thrive in it. Thrive. You're here. You made it this far. You made it through every bad day of your life. You made it through everything in your life, and you are here. Own it. All right, now we are looking at a book that fell. Wisdom of the Oracle from ErinLyn.Reads. I love the woman, and I still have to get her latest deck. I don't have all her decks. I will someday, because I'm a huge fan, and I love all the various meanings. All right. You saw the two that just flew out, right? What did I miss, Danny? What in God's green earth did I just miss where that was the first part of the conversation that I'm seeing? Oh, God. Guys, Danny and Matthew are here. They are half of the Leprechaun Quartet. And the only reason why they are called that is because, well, lots of Celtic, Irish, Scottish genetics in there, and they constantly just kind of go off on their own tangent. You guys are watching this on the replay, look at the comments. You'll see Boy and Danny Gard going at it in conversation, totally in their own world, and it's so welcome. I love these guys. See what I mean? All right, guys, look at the comments. These two are just something else. Okay, so we got why, deep knowing. All right, so this is saying you are starting to realize what it took to get you here, all those heartaches, all those almost soul-crushing experiences. I get it, it was hell. I mean, I have no idea what you've been through. But again, like I said, you made it. Oh, you're marrying storylines. Thank you, Matthew. You have been through the worst, and yet you are still here with breath in your body. So to ask the why is to show you your own strength. And you in turn know that you are here for a great purpose. You know that you are here as a part of connection, a deep thread in this mosaic quilt of life where you don't get to see the picture for what it is in this moment, but knowing that you are this important thread that goes into other threads to create this beautiful picture. If you knew the how and the why of exactly why you're here, if you had all the answers to your questions right now, I will say this every time, you wouldn't need to be here. You are here to learn all these grand lessons and filter them in to other people and create this amazing bridge. So as you go through, let yourself be happy. Let yourself do what it takes to be happy. I'm not saying go out and kill people. I'm not saying go out and start doing drugs because that makes you feel amazing. I'm not saying any of that. Do something that causes your personal mind, body, and spirit expansion. Oh God. Okay, why didn't they make Celebrity Jeopardy a movie? All right, Will Ferrell is incredible, and the characters that were on that were incredible. I love those skits. So again, getting back to the reading, do what it takes to make your mind, body, and spirit expand. Don't hold back your gifts. I know that it seems silly, but your gifts, it helps others. It builds up others. You don't have to know how in the moment, but how you give back is a major key component. I don't care if it is as simple as buying the person behind you a coffee. I don't care if it is, saving 1 million people. I do care because that's incredible. Congratulations. But anything that you can do to give back without spreading yourself too thin is something that is an important gift to be honed. So find out what that is and follow it. It is going to evolve through time. Don't try and hold on to it as it is now because you are evolving through time. This gift and talent is going to evolve and change and alter through time. This is part of your soul's evolution. So let it be what it is and follow through. This is you. This is the time frame of you breaking through on all these barriers. Closing up all these old habits in this year, moving forward into this coming year, the year of yes, the year of yes men and women. And I hope that that made sense. So much change is going on, and it is terrifying. But the anticipation is the most terrifying part. It is after you survive that initial breakthrough that you realize that you can handle this. So I hope that that made sense. I hope that all this makes sense. But if this resonates, let me know in the comments. Reach out in personal message. You can always book your own personal reading. But if it doesn't make sense, you can either let it fall away. You can ask for clarification. You can still book your own personal reading. Everything is in the comments. Yes, absolutely, Danny. When you change your perspective on a negative situation, when you transmute it from a negative to a positive, you elevate the vibration of the collective. And that is what we are all building towards right now. You in existence matter so much. I can't stress that enough. There is not one life on this planet that is without a doubt incredibly important, and it is not for reason of cautionary tale. There's not one person on this planet that's a cautionary tale. I mean it. I know that sounds contrived, but I mean it. And I dropped a deck. So if you're just chiming in, hi, my name is Erin. Hang out to the end. I'll give you your own personal projection at the end. Let me know where you are in the world, and I hope you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, and I hope you enjoy the show. I'm just dropping everything. For the last few weeks, communication has not been my strong suit, and now you're witnessing very slippery and fidgety hands. And I don't mean that in the way that Danny and Matthew are about to take it, but that's where they're going. Okay, I'm calling you two out because it's a habit of yours. We have Spirit Song Tarot from Paulina Cassidy. Ooh. 7 of Acorns. Doesn't that sound appealing? Now, what this is talking about is your determination and your perseverance as a person. The worst is behind you. It was brought to my attention that I have 2 senses of humor in this mind of mine. One is where I can't tell a joke without laughing my way through it to the point where I can't even be understood. The other part is I am so dry in humor that no one knows that I'm kidding, and I will be just as kidding as I am when I'm trying to tell the joke. I actually almost got kicked out of a place because they didn't realize that I was kidding, and I almost panicked. I actually ended up befriending the owner and her best friend who run the place, and I'm friends with them on social media now, but I almost got my arse kicked out of a place because my humor at that moment was so dry. So I think I just saw Libra Princess. Hey Libra, we are almost done the reading, so hang out and you'll get your own personal projection, and catch us on the replay. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, and sell it to all your friends, sell it on social media, learn a foreign language all in the next few minutes, please. All right, so the 7 of Acorns, and then we have in reverse the 8 of Crystals, then we have the World in reverse, and then we have the Magician in reverse. So, okay, this is talking about how you are not denying yourself about your path. You're still hesitant on owning all your skills because there's still that level of self-doubt, but you're breaking through it. Oh my God, yes, she was mad. Matthew was with me when that happened. She was so angry, and I thought she was kidding right along with me because, well, it's this stone face going on. But nope, we're friends now though. All right, so, celebration and creation. I know that it seems like you let so much of yourself go to sacrifice over the years, and you lost so much of your personality, but these were things that were just put in as seeds underneath the surface and completely surrounded by dark. And the thing is, when those seeds are surrounded by dark, they're still greeted by the warm sun rays that are making those seeds get ready to crack through that shell. This is all fermentation and breaking through and reaching out towards yeah, Libra Princess is here, and breaking out towards the sky, reaching out and branching out towards another. This is all speaking to your determination. I know that it seems like you let part of yourself die away, that you wasted years, times, the best parts of your personality. It's not true. These were things that were lying underneath the surface that are coming into fruition right now. You are creating this world the way that you want to, the way that it is meant to be in your perspective moving forward. There's no more time wasted. There's no more efforts wasted. And that is because, for one, you realize it, and you realize that everything that it took to get you here, and 2, you're not going to subject yourself to anything but the best anymore. Anything but the best, meaning what you want and what you know that you deserve. There is no shortage to anything on this planet, because what everyone wants is something different, but it all connects almost flawlessly if we get our egos and prides out of the way. Ego and pride are good to have in a healthy manner. It's when we let it rule our lives that it becomes our own downfall. So I hope that that made sense. Get out of your own way. I am still trying to practice that. It is hard unless you are completely mindful of it. So again, practice makes better, not perfect. All right, so again, look at these cards. I gotta show you the artwork. These are my favorite pieces of artwork on the cards because it looks hand-drawn, it looks so raw in form. Again, if you haven't looked at the deck yet, it's Spirit Song Tarot by Paulina Cassidy. Love it. I don't have a favorite deck, by the way. I love them all for the different purposes and the different ways that the messages marry. The way that you use the cards, it can hold different messages through the same subject and deliver itself in a different way. It all counts a little bit, not one better than the other, just differently. Let's look at archetypes. What do we need to be mindful of as a collective right now in archetypes? Don't get hung on the titles, because there are things like here, like prostitute, victim, martyr, all those things. This can be seen as bad things if you don't. Oh, I know, right? Are you talking about archetype or the spirit song? And yeah, don't get hooked on the titles of this. It's the meaning behind it. It's the content. All right, I want this one. I only want 2 for this one. Actually, no, I want 3. I want this one too. Aww. Okay, again, don't get hooked on titles. We have gambler. We have artist, guide. So the light attributes of this, I'm going to read it and then I'm going to tell you the meaning behind it. It represents the nature of the divine life in life and in yourself. Willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. So where others see complete risk and foolhardish attempts, you see possibility. You see how great something can be, and that is what you are breaking in through to. Illustrating the world as you see it and seeing beyond the 5 senses. This is truly inspiring, and it is not only inspiring for you and your path, again, you light the way for others. When someone sees that you can do what you put your mind to and you are doing it almost effortlessly at this point, because of everything that you've been through, it gives them hope and it gives them that sense of perseverance and moving through. So you are a guide to others. What you do builds it builds up other people. So keep that in mind. But in the same breath, the other side to this coin, as you go through this, do not put finances over the gain of spiritual insight. That I have seen in people. Like, they will be these amazing spiritual beings, but something overwhelms them, and then it becomes about the finances. What can I get out of this? And while it's great to be, receiving, there has to be a balance. It can't just be, it can't be led by that personal gain. That is not the light that's in you. And I really hope that that made sense. Be wary of the guide of the light. So the shadow attribute of gambler is relying on luck rather than hard work. That's like being an ask hole. And it's not the same thing as the ASS word. It is ask, A-S-K-H-O-L-E. Don't continuously ask the question and ask for the end result if you are not going to put forth the effort that it takes to actually get there. That is like a person who, I'm not saying this about anyone, but I've seen people who book readings on like 2 occasions during a week. They book endlessly and they want a different answer. They want the end result and they want to just sit there and have it come to them. No, you have to actually get out there and actually have to make the movement towards that goal. So you can get there, get comfortable, and then move on to the next goal. You can't just have it, you can't sit there and expect it to come to you. You have to make the movement towards it. It is part of co-creation. So the shadow attribute of the artist is using talent as an excuse to mistreat others. Don't put other people down. Don't belittle someone else's existence to build yourself up and to paint your world brighter. To be a service to others is not to be make them a disservice. So I hope that that made sense. Again, I'm not accusing anyone of doing that. I'm saying these are things to be mindful of as you progress along your path, because there can be a point of where if the scales get tipped, it becomes something that is not your personal best light. But it is always something that can be corrected. Once you acknowledge it, it can be corrected. Now let's talk about love. I love love. All right. Again, I have to expand the love decks, and I still have to do my love reading. So I think if I have time tonight, I might do that live. Might. But if not, I'll probably do it Saturday when I don't have a reading booked. But I really love it. You know, it was that choice of either that or finance, and love always wins, which I actually think is pretty wonderful. Let's see what it wants to tell us in Single and Looking, knowing that you are whole in yourself and that you are not desperate for another person, because that creates that sense of lack. You don't need that. You are perfect in yourself. So, again, single and looking, but knowing that you are whole in yourself. And then we have reconciliation, and we have already established relationships. So again, it is collective. You can either let it fall away if it doesn't make sense, ask for clarification, and if it does resonate, you can say how it resonates. You can just simply say that it resonates, and you can still book your own personal reading. Everything is welcome and acceptable. So let's see what love wants to tell us. All right, so single and looking. This is going to be a very intense, passionate-filled relationship, very physical in attraction, honeymoon stage extended. And I have seen that in relationships. It's like, please get a room, guys. And that can last years with people. Be mindful that it is beautiful, but be mindful that you are going to want to pump the brakes a little bit, because you're not going anywhere. Well, okay, you're not running from each other is what I mean to say. And also take the time to get to know each other. If this is really truly worth the effort that is behind it, then there is no rush. There is no end game. It is just a simple road together. So if this is talking about reconciliation, then this is going to actually start off on top if you are watching this and talking about a new reconciliation. This is going to start right back where you picked off, and it is like clockwork. And you guys are going, if this is the passion that you left with before everything turned to crap, is what is returning. That spark, that wildfire, everything is coming flooding back to you. I get it. It's beautiful. That is part of the passionate love. And well, what can I say? You're just going to pick right up where you left off. Just, again, take the time. You're not going anywhere. If you guys did this right this time, if you worked on your own selves this time adequately, you're not going to have to worry about recycling the relationship. And again, if this is talking about established relationships, then you guys need to take vacation together. You guys need to have alone time together. You guys are beautiful in merriment. And I don't know. As far as getting to know each other, you guys are allowing that space for growth, giving each other that freedom, that the trust is that ignites a true passion in there, and well, it makes you all the more attractive. So I hope that that made sense. These are the love cards. So I'm going to call the reading at 29 minutes. If you are new to my channel, this is where I'll give you your personal projection, and it's first come, first serve. I will be on for the next few minutes, and as soon as it gets quiet, I will pull the reading until tomorrow. But again, it's first come, first serve. Just tell me if you'd like to have a card pulled, and I will see what the next 24 hours is a projection of for you. Danny, my soul bro. For you, I'm getting, what do I want? I'm actually getting Healing with the Angels. So again, guys, if you're new to the channel, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, learn a foreign language, do the hokey pokey. All right, Libra, after Danny, I will pull you a card. Danny, for you, you are working on ideas and inspiration and following them. So these awesome little bits of creativity, again, what comes to mind for you, I don't know why this is, the videos. You do these awesome videos. You have these beautiful sceneries, and you do these awesome antics in them, and it is hysterical. And I feel like that is part of the ideas and inspiration. This is part of your platform. And I think it actually combines the spiritual aspect and being in that beautiful sense of nature and the playfulness, and that is what draws people in for you. But again, any spark of divine inspiration, any ideas that you have running around, carry around something to write with, because there's going to be a lot building for you. I can't wait to see it. You do the hokey pokey in a foreign language. Hi, Nina. No, you're okay. Libra Princess is getting the next card, and for her, I'm getting daily guidance from the angels. And for you, I'm getting, you have 2 cards, Libra. Let's see what that is. This actually came out, I don't know if it was for you or for someone else yesterday. Entrepreneurship and play. What you are embarking on as far as either building your own career or just owning absolutely every facet of your life, but I feel like this is more career oriented. This is going to be something that really displays, oh my God. That really displays your creative playfulness, this fun abundance. This really brings the kid out in you, and it's not really even classified as work in your eyes. This is going to be a really fun outlet for you, but it's going to be like passive income for you. So it's like just being and just seeing what shores the stream is pulling you down. It is so much further than you anticipated, and it is going to be a wild ride. So I really hope that you hang on. What you are thinking about for your adventure and entrepreneurship is going to be amazing for you. So keep building on that. Keep letting it be the playful nature that it is. And Nina, I think you wanted a card pull now. I think Aria's at the door, but I don't hear her scratching. So, let's see. All right, Nina, for you, I'm actually getting 2 cards, well, 2 decks. So we have Healing with the Angels, and then I'm going to look at archetypes for you. All right, okay. No. There we go. No. Up, so close. All right, this is kind of like a mini reading for you, Nina. I hope that's cool. That wasn't even the deck that I wanted, but that card wanted to come out. Oh, you are at a time of choice. Okay, so what the choice you've been making, the decision. Hi, Mystical Malibu. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe and the bell, and I really hope that you like it. We're at the point in my readings where I give personal projections. So right now, I'm with Nina, and she actually is being pulled to 2 decks. She is, Nina, you are at a fork in the road, and this is not a negotiable thing for you. It is going to be made, it is going to be made flawlessly, but the whole thing is you have to actively make the decision of left or right. There's no wrong choice here, but you holding back on the decision is not going to stop the event. It's going to give the power to another person to decide which side you're going on, left or right. And again, it's leading to 2 very different outcomes, 2 very amazing outcomes, but you have to actually own the power, be fearless in doing it. This is hugely divinely inspired. This is perfect timing. Everything is falling into place. You have no reason to doubt it, and I hope that that made sense. Again, this is flowers in bloom for you. You are the flower coming into bloom. I hope that that made sense. I'm using a lot of decks. I have Paulina, this is Paulina Cassidy. I used this earlier. I have Colette Baron-Reed. I have Doreen Virtue. I have Kyle Gray. I have a lot of decks. And Caroline Mize. I know, right? Okay. So, Mystic, if you would like a card pulled, please let me know. You can pick from any of the decks that I mentioned. Kyle Gray. All right. I didn't use him tonight, but I'll pull for you. He is one of the youngest creators in the UK as far as Oracle decks go. Actually, if it's cool with you, I'm being guided to the Butterfly Oracle cards for life changes for you. So if you have a different deck in mind, perfectly fine. Actually, I want to use 2 decks for you, so hang tight. It's going to be a miniature reading for you. That sometimes happens at the end. It's not anything I'm against. It's just kind of something that happens. As long as it's under 5 cards, I don't really like to use more than that per live reading because I feel like it takes up too much time and I feel like it's kind of rude to the other ones. But if it's really an important message, I will do it. And right now you have 4 ones. Matthew, didn't I pull for you? I pulled for you. I pulled for you. You were the 2nd person I pulled for. Wait, 3rd person. I don't even want to hear it. I did read for you, right? All right, Mystic. All right, you know, Mystic, how I was saying how I want to keep it around 4 and how I don't like to keep it around 6. You got 6, and wouldn't you know, it's because you said I wanted to keep it below that. And again, that's fine. It's okay. I lied. I'm a big fat liar with this, Mystical. You have 7. Matthew, I'll get you next. I'm so sorry. Okay, live your joy, honor your beauty, and synchronicity. That is from the Kyle Gray deck. And then we have Windfall. Take the next step now, seeking and finding, and emotions. Don't let fear hold you back from making the greatest decision of your life right now. Everything, absolutely everything. You've been getting sign upon sign upon sign, reiterating the leap that you are meant to take right now. And it is into this amazing, huge, and vast unknown platform that you have no idea how to navigate. You don't need to know how to navigate it. Oh. You don't need to know how to navigate every nook and cranny of it right now. It'll unfold as you step through it. So 7 sign of the angels, yes. My lucky number happens to be 7. This is divinely inspired, divinely protected. I know that you're afraid. I know that you're doubting all these signs and synchronicities because it is crazy how elevated all the signs have been for you. But life is screaming at you to take action onto this next platform of yours because you have such an amazing and powerful and strong purpose. And it's not just you who is part of this. This is going to infiltrate a lot of people. So if you even hold off on this, fate's going to come back and drop kick you off that little comfort zone platform that you've been standing on and push you into your greatness. And I know that you're afraid of it, but you have to understand it's protected, it's guided, and you will get the answers that you need as it unfolds. And I really, really, really hope that that made sense. So again, you can reach out in personal message, you can put it in the comments, or however you want, but let me know if that resonates, because it seems to be a really important message for you, and I love it. I'm glad that you liked it too. Okay, Matthew, again, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to neglect you in this, and I hope that you'll forgive me through time, through me proving my worth and trust to you. Let me know. Okay, Matthew, for you, I'm actually getting the Butterfly Oracle cards. I could have sworn I pulled a card for you earlier, but I'm going to pull from you from this deck. Spiritual growth. That is awesome. Okay. There's one more in here for you. Where is it? Okay. You have 3 cards right now, Matthew. You have spiritual growth, adult children, be true to you. You being this gigantic goofball does not take away from the gravity of your intellectualness, the gravity of how you communicate to people or how people open up to you. You being that big playful adult lets everyone know that they can let their guard down around you, and it lets them be vulnerable to you. That is a key component in how you heal people around you. God, it is this coin. it's invaluable. There is this amazing spiritual and wise side to you, and there's this awesome, playful, and innocent child side to you, and you are the two sides to that same coin. And that is such a huge part of your spiritual awakening, that it allows people to come to you naked in vulnerability and just show themselves to you. That is how you heal people, through that playfulness. So I hope that that made sense, and I really hope that you forgive me for accidentally skipping you. That was not intentional, but you got a really beautiful message. You have to be true to you and not dull down that light that's inside of you for any one person on this planet. It is something to own and to light the way with. So again, I hope that that made sense. Hey, DJ. Absolutely. For you, I'm getting daily guidance from the angels. You got, ooh, the card that fell was the one that already came out. So it's have confidence, heart chakra. You have 4 cards. So innocence, perfect timing, heart chakra, and have confidence. So what I'm seeing is that, for one, absolutely. All right, DJ, I'm not giggling about that. I'm giggling about something that Argon Cowboy, aka Matthew, had said, because it was incredibly sweet. You have perfect timing, innocence, heart chakra, and have confidence. I really feel like you are going through a stressful time. I feel like you're scrambling or, you know, squirming in your skin. You want to break out of your mind, your body in a way, but not in a physical way. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you are ready to break out of this shell. You are ready to have all these things that are stressing you, which I feel like a ton is stressing you right now. Hi, Karina. If you are new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell. We're at the point in my reading where I give personal projection, so hang tight. If you want a card pulled, I'll pull one for you. Just put your name in. So this is saying have confidence that you are getting through this. The biggest thing for you right now, DJ, is communication in every way, shape, and form possible. Don't hold back in any form of communication. It's not always going to be pretty. It's not always going to be a positive message, but that is part of life. You need to absolutely get your words out and have them be heard without fear of judgment, because I feel like that has been something that has held you back a lot in the past, like more than average people. And now you have to speak that truth. And again, it's not always going to be pretty for the person on the opposing end, but it is to clear your heart and to give you that strength and confidence in owning your path. So I hope that that made sense, and I really hope that you do it fearlessly. So it is not by pain or anxiety right now that you are speaking that truth and speaking every single word that comes to mind. It is because you are reclaiming that innocence and that confidence. And again, it is because your heart is being broken open. And that is a difficult yet beautiful, it's, I would say, bittersweet thing. So these are the cards that you got out. I hope that that made sense. So yeah, Karina, would you like a card pulled, or are we gonna pull the reading for the night? Everything is fine, acceptable. I will be on tomorrow for the Friday read. I always record them a day in advance. I have friends in Australia and Europe, so I don't want them to be shortchanged on, well, I don't want them to miss a projection, is what I mean to say. This is a huge passion of mine. I just love being there for people. So if you would like a card pulled, let me know now, because if not, I'm gonna pull the reading and I'll see you all tomorrow. So I think it's getting quiet. All right, you guys, this has been an, oh, beautiful Lauren Williams. Do you see someone else coming in? I don't know, what do you mean? Do you mean like through spirit, or do you mean through love, soul tribe? There's so many ways that something can come in. If you'd like a card pulled, I will pull one for you. Let's see. Love. Okay, let's see for love. I want this. And, you know, I'm not actually getting that one. For you, I'm getting 2 different decks. Ooh, ooh. All right, Lauren Williams. You have meditation, see only love, ground yourself, and listening. So, you actually have a time frame of when genuine love is coming in. There is guidance. There is someone who is working on themselves in order to be healthy for this relationship that is coming into play. I feel like they're working with whomever your guides happen to be, and I feel like there are 3 specific guides, 2 of which are family related to you. You have 2 family guides that are really strong and dominant in your life, and after they had passed, it was a huge transformation for you, and you talk to them all the time and you're asking them for signs and synchronicities. It's just you're having a hard time listening to them because you are still filled with that doubt, because you are constantly worried if you are actually getting the signs and synchronicities or if it is just your imagination. But you are highly intuitive. You don't need to doubt yourself. Listen, be meditative, get into that centered ground stage, get into that quiet thought where you're controlling your thoughts and the navigation of them. After you've found that baseline, you will actually start to understand what is your own thought and what is divine inspiration. But you have guides who are communicating with you, and there are 2 who are dominant, who are loved ones who have crossed over, who have been through there as you, well, after they had crossed over, that was when your transformation started. It was like what broke you into transformation. I hope that that made sense. But again, there is navigation. The counterpart that is coming into play is currently working on themselves. So I hope that that made sense, and I hope that you appreciate the reading. So unless anyone else wants any more cards pulled, I am going to close the reading, and I will see you all tomorrow for the Friday projection. And I suppose that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Check out the description for the links. I'm glad that you appreciate that. So until tomorrow, stay safe, have fun, and I'll talk to you all soon. Again, if you guys want to reach out, everything's in the description. Find me on all social platforms. You have my email. You have every way of contacting me. Have a great night and a great day.